Yo, what's up everybody? Dave here, Saylor Innovations. Today we're going to do a quick screen replacement on an iPhone SE 2nd generation. Quick note, side note here. The SE 2nd generation is the iPhone 8 with portrait, just so you know. So the same screen, the same parts, everything will work on it. So let's try to do this as quick as we can. It's a very close friend of ours. It's his primary phone. We definitely do not want to dawdle on this one. First, start with the pin lobes, just like always. Then, get those out. And see, having the heat mat makes it so much easier. Like if you do what I do, a heat mat is almost imperative, because this right here changes the game. Wedge tool, as always, by the home button. Up and at them. Your ribbon cables are on this side, the right side looking at it. And it opens too, just like the 8 series. Well, just like anything past the 6 series. Like the book, from the side. So what we'll do, it's still real good and warm. We go around the side, just easing her on out there. Just like this. Now we got a good enough grip where we can get a hold of it. Yes, there. And we can wiggle it back and forth just very slightly to get the top gone. Sometimes you can kind of get a spudger here and get up and under it like this to push it away to start so you don't break it, because it's got little frame clamps right there. You want to wiggle, 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 and kind of ease it out. See there? Ease it out. It's down, up and under. See there? There it went. Now you can get a good look at her. This phone has never been opened before, and you can tell because the adhesive is stringing like this. Apple goes through a pretty good process of making sure everything's glued down real well. So basically I just removed the battery shield as always. Very first thing you do in any phone, folks, always disconnect the battery first. Because if you don't, especially in the iPhone 6, and you try to do it, well, basically anything, you will blow the backlight out. And then, that's a rabbit hole you don't want to cross or go down until you have to. Let's see, and there's the 4 for that. I always like to get my best pair of sturdy, but yet fine-tipped tweezers, and then I'll get up and under it here. Let's see, there it is. 4 screws, 4 holes. There she blows. No pun intended. So anyway, disconnect the battery first and foremost, as always. Side note here, it took me a long time to learn this, but right here, if you could, on this battery cable, notice it's very different and smaller than the other ones. I've noticed the best way to do it, to disconnect it, is to get it right up and under it on the right hand side, up and under it. You can kind of pop it with the side of your fingernail and it'll go every time instead of trying to dig it out of there. So then I'll remove this. That's the screen, which is the LCD and the digitizer. And then, I forgot the top shield. And get that really quickly. 3 screws, they are kind of non-magnetic. See, you have to excuse me, right there's the center. That's the top one. Then we have one more. And like I said, they won't hold a charge, these screws, because they're around certain parts. So what we do is we get it with the tweezers here. Get it out. There's 2, and then one more. This is the most delicate of the 3. What I always like to do, if you've got the bottom disconnected, so you can give yourself some room, see, if you know what you're doing. But there's always a way to wiggle or circumvent when you do what we do. So, and there she is. There's 3, and the shield. There she is, and 3. Make sure you lay your parts out in a descending manner. That way when you put it back together, you can ascend back to it, see? You just know right where it goes. And there it is. That's the screen off of it. So now really quickly what we're wanting to do is test the new screen on it, which is right here. Because I don't know what happened with the screen. I didn't ask. He just said he dropped it, it messed up, and that was that. I said, okay. And it wouldn't come on, so it felt like it was trying to. So we'll see what happens. Quickly, what we'll do is test the ribbons really quick, get them plugged in. Yeah, but what I was saying was, now we've got it all disconnected, and I want to test the new screen really quickly on the phone. And see, whenever you're testing, you don't have to have the front camera flex here. You can just have the LCD and the digitizer, and you will be fine for a test. So what you do is you just get it eased in there, and if you get it the right place, you can almost hear the snap when, I see, it didn't quite, it wasn't very loud, but let's see, hang on here. There it was, pop. And then one more. I kind of tend to, the shield will be on it normally, so it's much easier, but I use both thumbs usually right there, because it's a very small pinch point. I'll make sure that you don't force it. Get those. There it went, pop, pop. Then we can push the battery back down, and boom. We're in there like swimwear. And we can check it now. Let's see what she does. We've got lights. Now, we're gonna rebuild the phone.